What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another post-game recap here on Ranger Central. And can you believe it? All three of my sports teams won today. Is this real life? All New York teams actually won today. Thank God there was no football on, otherwise that would not happen. But yeah, Rangers win here 5-2 over the Montreal Canadiens in game 78 of the regular season. Welcome into the post-game recap. Leave a like on your way in. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel. This was honestly a fairly simple, easy effort. The Rangers couldn't capitalize on their scoring opportunities in the first. They got a lot of them, though, at the very least. Second period, they got a power play, scored on it. Again, couldn't capitalize on their scoring chances. Then the third period is when they really broke the floodgates open, capitalized on their chances, and they took advantage of a bad opponent. It's nice to see them actually play good on both sides of the puck for pretty much a full 60. Like, the only time that I really was upset was the end of the first period when they had a little bit of a defensive lapse. And the end of the second period as well. No, it was the end of the second period, the lapse. I don't know why I mix it up. It was the second period only, not the first. The first, there was a little bit of a lapse there, of course, on the goal that they scored, and then the lapse, of course, on the goal that they allowed in the third period, I didn't like. But outside of that, pretty much a full game. Mistakes happen, and they played pretty much to almost to perfection in this game for the first time in a very long time. It feels like, in terms of a full 60, before people lose their shit and be like, they're in first place. How could you say that? I mean a full 60 effort, because let's be real, there's games where there is more lapses and they aren't as crisp defensively. Tonight was one of the nights they were crisp on both sides of the puck, and I've asked for cohesion. They gave a cohesive effort. The second line was dominant. The first line was pretty good. I mean, they got a lot of possession. I would have liked maybe scoring chances more, but they still did a very solid job tonight. Of course, scored a couple goals. Mika Zibanejad getting on the score sheet. Very nice. I thought he was the best player for the Rangers tonight, and he was very good on both sides of the puck. Braden Schneider, Zach Jones looked very good together. Remember earlier on in the year when all of us despised that defensive pair? They looked very good together. And then Trocheck, that second line was so dominant. Congratulations to Trocheck on winning the Extra Effort Award, the Stephen McDonald Award. That is well-deserved. My vote personally was for Jonathan Quick, but I could see why Trocheck won it. He would have been my second pick, so shout out to him. Credit to him. Lafreniere, I could watch his passes all night long. The way he was moving the puck, the way he was skating with confidence tonight was just beautiful. And he's actually shooting the puck as well, which is nice to see. And then the third line, too. They didn't get on the score sheet. Thought they had a solid game as well. The fourth line, they got hemmed in their own end a little too much for my liking, but they still played good. Defensively, nobody really played poorly on the defensive unit outside of the Fox-Lindgren pair, which had some trouble, and they were responsible for both goals. They were on the ice for both goals, unfortunately. I don't blame the first one as much. The first one, Kreider just fans on a pass in the offensive zone. Montreal comes the other way. They get an extensive shift. Lindgren, maybe you could argue he's puck watching too much, but Mika and Kreider got to be there to help as well. And Cole Caulfield gets a weird little bouncing goal in, 1-0. And that was the only scoring there. And it sucks because that felt like a kick in the balls with the way the Rangers played the first period. They allowed a goal there at the end of the first. Second period rolls along, and the same sort of deal where the Rangers get a lot of chances. They get one on the power play, though, at least, as Fox to Panarin to Mika, and it was intended to be a pass, and it goes off of a skate, I think, and in. Took a weird little bounce there, tied the game up at 1, because, of course, all the chances, not the rush chances that Panarin and Lafreniere had, not any of the other chances where, Mika hit the post. None of those chances, no, just a weird bounce off of a skate, and they played a very good period. They generated a lot of chances there in the second period. Again, the end of the period, a little ugly. Fox left Josh Anderson alone, which Larry Brooks was probably bricked up in the press box thinking about Josh Anderson scoring a goal. But then there was a penalty too, which was very ugly. And again, for the most part, though, they played a very good second period. Third period, I mean, they pretty much controlled the whole thing. They gave us a little bit of a cardiac Rangers moment because they did score 2 goals, a power play, Kreider tipped one in. And then that third goal, too. How about that play by Braden Schneider? Sends it up the ice. Then you get a rush chance for Panarin and Lafreniere. And then Panarin ends up scoring on it. 3-1. Lafreniere, by the way, got the empty netter as well, so he's on pace still. A point per game is all we need from Lafreniere. A point per game for him to reach 60. We're begging for it. We're praying for it. As long as he doesn't sit, of course, down the stretch here. And then, like I said, it would be 3-2, though, because Fox just lets Newhook get right behind him. That cannot happen. And that allowed a goal there. There was a breakaway. Newhook scored 3-2. Rangers would score, though. A turnover right to Jimmy Vesey. Gives it to Mika. Got a goal. Montreal called the timeout. Didn't do anything. Lafreniere got the empty netter after Panarin missed it. Pretty much a cruise control win. An autopilot win. Love how they played this game. There's really not a lot to recap at all here, honestly. Like, this was a very easy win. So, yeah, I'm very happy with the way that this game went down. But a couple side notes from this game. One, Panarin, with the way he's playing, can we please start getting MVP chants going in the Garden for him? And two, Roslovic going into the game with scratch Gustafsson. And I did want to touch on that because I did forget to in the opening here. I don't buy the whole thing that Laviolette was saying that he's just resting guys. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. He's coached long enough in this league that he's well PR trained. I don't think any of us should be buying the crap that he's saying there. And listen, good on him for being PR trained like that. He fooled a lot of the fan base, but I genuinely think he took Roslovic out of the lineup today because Roslovic has been playing poorly and he got 8 minutes of ice time last game. That should be rest for him. And you don't rest a guy like Jack Roslovic down the stretch if your intention is to rest guys. If you're looking to rest guys, you rest the top guys, not Jack Roslovic. I'm sorry. I just don't see that. And I think Gustafsson was pulled out for a similar reason. They wanted to get Zach Jones in there because he's been playing well. And I think that Zach Jones needs to be a mainstay in the lineup. I think Roslovic, though, is going to go back in next game because I think that Rempe, he was physical tonight, but you saw him get benched at the end. That I think Roslovic's going to go back in next game. Honestly, I don't think they should. Like, I was okay with the way Jimmy Vesey played on that top line. And again, it's not an ideal situation that you're in that spot, but if Roslovic's going to play like he has lately, you got to just roll with what worked tonight and roll with the punches here and roll into Elmont going with the same lineup here on Tuesday. And I'm all for that. I'm all for them keeping Vesey on the top line for now. Definitely keep Zach Jones in. If anything, that's a change that should not be made. Keep Zach Jones in, or maybe try Roslovic in the bottom six. Maybe that will get him going a bit. I don't know, but all I know is that I think he's going to be back in the lineup, though, because of the fact that Rempe was benched towards the end. And I don't quite frankly know if they like Rempe that much in the lineup. This is where I'm still shocked that Edstrom's not up. Like, I think Edstrom would be really nice to have in that bottom six over Rempe. And I thought he was playing better over Rempe, which, don't get me wrong, I love Rempe. I love his physicality that he brings, the energy he brings. But just in terms of the play with the puck and just all that, I thought Edstrom did a very solid job. Maybe he ends up being a black ace and he ends up getting a couple of chances come playoff time. Remains to be seen. But yeah, like I said, I'm very happy with the way this game went. Very happy with the lineup decisions in this game. I think you roll with it again, but I don't know if... I'm not sure if they're going to keep Roslovic out yet again. But yeah, short thoughts, brief thoughts. Not really much else to say with this game. I'm going to get to your guys' comments. Leave a like I mentioned, if you haven't. Subscribe to, if you haven't. Turn on your notifications, and let's get to the chat because there's really not a lot to break down in this game. The Rangers cruise their way, and I'm honestly at the point where I'm in playoff mode, where it's like, down the stretch when we're just like, get us to the damn playoffs. That's where I'm at right now. Get me to the damn playoffs because I'm getting a little impatient here, It's 2 Saturdays away, or yeah, because this Saturday, next Saturday, or after this Saturday, the playoffs is next Saturday. So get me to the playoffs already. 4 games left on the season. Hopefully they could take advantage here and get the President's Trophy. They control their destiny. Carolina won, but the Rangers winning, of course, is huge because now they put themselves in a spot where, 5 points to secure the Metro? And then I think it's 6 or 7 to secure the East. And they need a regulation win. Huge that they got a regulation win as well, especially against a poor Montreal team. Like, you got to take advantage there. I know the Islanders are playing solid hockey. Still a team you should beat on Tuesday. You should beat Philly on Thursday, who's down in a spiral. You got at least split with the Islanders here, and you got to beat Ottawa. Like I mentioned last post game, 4-1. They got one out of these last 5 here, and go get 3 more at least, at minimum. But listen, I wouldn't put past them to just roll through the rest of the schedule here. Let's hope. But let's see what you guys have to say in the chat. Highly impressed with Zach Jones playing with great confidence. I agree with that, Steven. Tougher that need to be? I wouldn't say that. I mean, it felt like the Rangers were in control. It's just that Caden Primo was just standing on his damn head a lot in this game. Like, the Rangers had 20 high danger chances this game, and at 5v5, they had 15. Like, they generated a lot of chances tonight. Like, anytime people say they get goalied, there are times where the high danger chances don't back it up compared to, the shot volume. Tonight, there was a lot of high danger chances. Like, the Rangers should have smoked Montreal even more than they did. And I would say 5-2 is like still considered smoking them a bit. That was one of our most complete games. Lately, I think we beat Montreal, abused Montreal most of the 60 minutes, but just got goalied for a while. And yeah, that I agree with you, Jack, entirely. I couldn't agree more with what you said. Trouba actually had a nice stretch pass in this game at one point to feed Panarin on a breakaway. And you guys know I don't like Trouba, but he had a very nice breakout pass. And again, he didn't have a poor game today, which is a reason why the Rangers are in the win column as well. I hope he could just get to 60. I really hope. Beautiful give and go between Laffy and Panarin. I agree with that. Regular season is where you might break records. The playoffs are where your legacy is made. Excited for what Panarin could do in the playoffs the year to cap off a historic regular season. I hope so, man. And if he continues on the in the playoffs here too, I'm going to go crazy because I have people on Twitter. I tweeted, when are we going to get MVP chants going for Panarin? And everyone's like, why would they do that? He's not actually going to win it. Because Nick fans do it with Jalen Brunson, and let's be real, Jalen Brunson's not going to win MVP. I love him, but he's not going to. Do it. Do it anyway. Like, why not? Why not give? So why not give our guys support? Like, I don't understand the problem here. I get called negative all the time. Then I say, let's give a guy MVP chance, and it's a bad thing. Solid W and performance tonight. Offense was good and defense was good for the most part. That's what we've been asking for them to do, not play down to their opponent. We see how a good team, how good of a team they could be when they don't take their foot off the gas. Second and third lines were great, and Mika had a really strong game. We need this Mika in the playoffs. 1,000% on the Mika point, because Mika's a bad Jed. We've been down on him all year, but if he could turn it up come playoff time, that is going to make the difference for this team. It's going to make or break this team's ceiling. If Mika Zibanejad plays like he did tonight, this team's ceiling is the Stanley Cup. If he plays like he has the majority of the year, this team they could win it, but it's going to be a lot harder. And I don't think it takes a rocket science to figure that one out. Banana Dad. Yeah, Banana Dad. Just keep getting points. Won't matter what anyone else does. Magic number is 4 points. Hell yeah, Dave. I don't know if you're saying with the East or the Metro, because I think the Metro is still 5. Or is it 5 now? Is it 4 or 5? I don't know. Yeah, I think VC was all right. He was moving his feet well, working hard before scoring. Happy to see him get rewarded with 2 tonight. Hopefully gets him feeling confident come playoff time. I hope so, Luke. That's all we could ask for. Yeah, Jeffrey. One thing left to do. I agree that Igor still has to fix the high glove, but he didn't allow a high glove shot today, did he? What's the new hook one high glove? I don't even remember. That's true that if he doesn't play game 1, you got Jones ready, but I hope that, like, with the way he's playing, he should just be playing game 1. Like, unless he's literally getting torched these last 4 games, if he even plays them, there's no rhyme or reason he shouldn't. Panarin was just amazing tonight. That goal coming down the ice with Laffy was electric. He's such a fast player. I think he's going to break Yager's record. Hopefully, but yeah, he's underrated, like the best skater on the team. Somebody said it to me on Twitter, and I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Is my camera lagging a bit? Looks like it. I don't even know. Magic number for the Metros 4. All right. So control your destiny. I say just win out. Like, that's what I say. Just win out the rest of the season so we don't have to worry about all this. Yeah, I'm happy for Jones, and I'm happy that Jones has been making me look stupid. And yeah, Lafreniere, watching him play puts a smile on my damn face with the confidence that he has. Laffy only 4 points away from being the second Rangers draft pick to hit 60 points in a single season in the Cap era. Sad that it is that way, but I'm rooting for it, obviously. Yeah, Schneider looking really good. You're not wrong. And Jones looks good as well. And I was really ripping Schneider early in the season. You guys know that, but he has really changed my mind. Yeah, Josh, you're not wrong about this, that the biggest Achilles heel for this team, and it's been the problem all year, is moving the puck up the ice on the breakouts. It's been their issue the entire season. Yeah, Rosovic has been underwhelming. I agree. I want them to go. I mean, that's off-season talk, but if they could find a way to make March or so work, I would love that. Listen, Robbie, I get your point, but you got to slay the demons at some point, potentially. And I think, as of right now, the Rangers, Statboy Steven tweeted this, they might have to go on a similar path as 2022. They might get Pittsburgh round 1, then they might get Carolina, or did I say round 2? Pittsburgh round 1, I meant. Carolina round 2, and then Tampa Bay in the conference finals. So they might legitimately have the same exact path as they had in 2022. And maybe not, though, because if they do beat the Islanders twice, you're probably looking at a Rangers-Islanders first-round matchup at that point, but we'll see. Matthew, what's going on? And let's go Rangers indeed. Will you be sponsoring a hair product when your hair grows in? If a hair product wants to reach out to me and have me sponsor, I'll accept it, but that would require someone reaching out to me. The thing is, though, come playoff time, and I want the opinions in the chat. Do I got a clean shave for the playoff beard to grow out again? Do I have to clean shave and restart from scratch there? Or could I leave the beard and just let it continue to grow? Because if I leave it and let it grow more, I might look like a caveman if they go far. But if I go clean shave, I feel like it's more, it's more authentic a bit. I don't know. Put Dancing Larry on defense. Win the next two. The President's Trophy is ours. Is it the next two? I'm not complaining if it is. I thought they have to win I thought they had to win one more than that. We'll see, Luca. Although, yeah, actually, they are guaranteed first round home ice, but I want the whole damn playoffs. I disagree about the President's Trophy being the kiss of death. I don't agree with it. I don't think there's a curse. And the reason I say it is one team wins it every year. One team. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Rosovic. I got no idea. My camera is lagging. I apologize about that. I don't know if there's really a way for me to fix that right now. But as long as you guys can hear me, that's all that matters. Because I've done this before, unfortunately. It's not lagging as bad. It's not lagging too bad. It could be better, but it's not lagging too bad. Keep the beard. No other opinions there? Because I want to know if I got to shave it or not. I need the opinions. How do I think Wenberg has been? I think Wenberg's been solid. I think he's been solid on both sides of the puck. New hook was high glove. All right. I was also trying to half pay attention to the next game. You say start with a clean shave. Shave after the last game and grow it out. All right. I'll probably do that. So after the last game, the beard goes, and hopefully, a cup run so I look like a caveman. And I will go as far to say this. If the Rangers win the cup this year, I will not touch the beard. I will not even touch the beard up. I will not shave it, touch it, anything until the start of the regular season, even. After the first game, though, because I would want to be at the game where they raise the cup banner with a caveman beard. And that will be what I do. Did I make a mistake and turn the Ranger fan hair reaction game 78? You might have, JT. I mean, there's really not much to talk about with this game, to be fair. Like, I'm kind of just shooting the shit with this one because, there's, like I said, there's really not a lot to talk about with this game. The Rangers just took care of business, dominated Montreal. So I apologize to anyone that is looking for a further recap. I don't know if I have much. I mean, the Rangers, like I said, took care of damn business, and I'm in playoff mode right now. I don't know, Dane. I feel like it was an autopilot win just because it felt like they were getting goalied, and then they just broke the game open in the third. Oh my God, JT. If you start talking about your nut hair, I'm out of here. Oh my God. If I was still with Manscaped, I probably would be, JT. If Manscaped wants to sponsor me again, I apologize. That will happen, but Not right now. That won't be happening right now. Ooh, good question. Everyone wants to talk about playoff beards, but my question is, does Panarin go full bald to start the playoffs too? I like how this is just like JT said, hair reaction. Um, he should. He should. That's my answer. He should, but is he going to? Probably not. He's probably just gonna roll with what he has. I want to know what here's my question actually, since we're on the hair subject and everything. Does Lafreniere grow out the beard again for the playoffs? Because the mustache has been working for him all year. The beard wasn't doing it. The beard was not doing it for him at all. He might have to just roll with the mustache, honestly, and just try to grow it as thick as possible. Pause. He might have to because I don't know. I don't know about the full beard for him. Pubes and Presents trophy. Fuck yeah. Damn right, Luke. Thoughts on getting Detroit first round? If they get Detroit, that's who they get. You got to beat them. If you're the best team, you got to take advantage, or you got to beat them, and you got to take advantage of that in 5. Laffy needs to keep the stash. Yeah, I agree. If it's what's working, you got to keep it. I said pause. Don't worry. I said pause. We don't have to worry about that. Why do the Rangers play at 12:30 on Saturday? That sucks. I don't like 12:30 games. Bruins Canes on Tuesday. Who am I rooting for? Um, I don't even know. I guess I gotta say Carolina at this point. Like I feel like the Rangers are in a spot where they could control their destiny and win the Metro by themselves. And I think Carolina beating Boston to help them for the President's Trophy would do some wonders. Lafreniere, yeah, he was good with the beard in 22, but he was probably the least impactful player from that kid line, if we're being real. And the mustache is doing wonders on him. And yeah, you gotta play. This is the year you gotta be able to take advantage of whoever. Get to watch it before you go to work at 4. Fair enough. No, but like for afternoon games, I like 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock's doable. 12:30. 12:30 is a little too much. A little too early. Hopefully they could beat Pittsburgh round 1 if they play them. I think the Rangers end up playing the Islanders round 1. That's my prediction as of now because I think that the Rangers end up beating them the last 2 games here because I'm feeling confident, and we're gonna get arrogant. We're gonna get cocky. Rangers are gonna play the Islanders in a series, and that's my prediction. Because, like I said, Rangers will beat them the last 2. We're gonna get cocky. We're gonna get arrogant, rolling into the series. I agree, Marvin. You gotta beat whoever they play. And I agree, Marvin, with this. I tweeted it. Get MVP chance going for him. Gonna be in a Tux watching the Rangers Islander game. Listen, Luke. That's the way to do it, though. The prom date's gonna have to wait. Whoever your date is, gonna have to wait. Rangers hockey's on. Your phone's the prom date. That's fair, Nick. I just I don't know. I feel like they're gonna take care of business. I don't know why. Thoughts on Rempe today? Thought he was all right. I mean, he got benched in the third, which it's whatever. I don't think he plays next game because of that, but I thought he was all right. Rangers hockey is more important than your potential future wife. Yeah, exactly, Matt. My girlfriend totally is not hearing that right now. That Trocheck contract looking really good. You're right, Justin. Mika actually shot the puck in the third. Yeah, Marvin. He definitely did. Stars are losing, which is good for the President's Trophy. That I do agree with, but I'm not even going to get my hopes up because it's still a 1-0 game in the first period. But let's hope that is Georgiev in that. Are we rooting for Georgiev tonight? Are we counting on Georgiev? Because I don't like that. Can we take pictures? No, I'm watching the fucking game. I gotta watch Lafreniere get 60 damn points. Exactly. I agree. The new hook goal wasn't good there. I don't think Rempe's gonna play in the playoffs unless they need a spark physically. Yeah, one of the better nights from Miller and Trouba. Agree with that. They were fine. But I am going to wrap things up here. Sorry for keeping it short, but I got to do a Knicks recap too, so I could be done for the night. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I appreciate every single one of you that did. Subscribe to my Mets channel. Subscribe to the Knicks channel. Cardiac Rangers merch. Link in the description. Leave a like on your way out. Subscribe. Turn on your notifications. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for the post game against the Islanders.